Hello everybody, my name is Tide Statistic. Today I'm going to be doing a review on this game called Left Hand Path. Left Hand Path is a Dark Souls inspired room skill virtual reality RPG game basically. And after playing quite a bit of Left Hand Path, it kind of made me think that they were inspired by a little bit more than just Dark Souls. I feel like they were inspired by this trilogy called Might and Magic. Might and Magic series, they made quite a few games from like 1990 all the way up to 2014 I think. Is basically a wannabe Skyrim of the PS2 days, and don't get me wrong, the game was pretty fun. Now let's get back to Left Hand Path. Basically this is a magic wielding game, so you're able to do stuff with magical things. You don't really get a sword, you're 100% reliant on your magical staff, your memory, and your ability to cast. Now, getting into some of this, I'm not gonna lie, this game is actually kind of scary, and especially if you don't play with the baby settings on, which I didn't even know there was settings to make the game easier or brighter until going in depth of the main menu that I accidentally pulled up. After learning some spells and enjoying myself and taking my time, I had some issues. After finding out slamming your face into the walls ends up crashing your game, I ended up becoming a little bit more orientated on getting through the questing, because every time I died it seems like I had to start over. So I wasn't sure if there was a saving mode, because this game is very not showing you directions like Dark Souls does, but once you get your feet on the ground and start moving to the right direction, you start shitting yourself. After going doo-doo in my pants a little bit, I did find a menu, so I could create a new character, and then there's also lower tier modes where it's much easier to see, and you guys will see that in just a second. Ain't nothing like not pooing yourself during combat. But back on track, you do some magical stuff like this, you read out of some textbook like a smart person, do some more hand gestures and have a ghost talk to you. Light some torches thinking you're doing a good thing so you can actually see. Realizing your dumb ass just set off a trap, hearing a creepy noise in the top of the ceiling, noticing that there's something up there watching you, and it flying across the screen and attacking you. After sitting there for a half an hour, you find this little gate. After going through the gate, you're greeted by Solius from Dark Souls with a weird like gem head. After pondering and sitting there for a second to wipe the sweat off your face, turns out that there's a currency the game did not tell you about called husks. Kind of like souls over in Dark Souls, how you can get souls to buy things. Each purchase increases the product, and the more expensive it gets. And then you can only select a couple different options, and you just kind of like shove it in your face. Couldn't figure out how to buy it at first, but you just casually shove it into your face. In all reality, this game does start getting pretty hard, and there is a storyline, which I'm not trying to spoil the game for you guys. After finding some more spells, this game does get more interesting, because this is more of a stick combat move. It is a lightning spear, some shit like that, for close quarters, and you can kind of whack some people with it. I'll throw some shit up where I'm actually using it. Just wanted to throw in there some pretty oddly placed merchants. Other than some of the combats in your face and some jump scares, this game's actually pretty good. I'd probably throw it at a 83 out of 100, which is pretty good for some of the reviews, and especially the VR reviews that I do. Let me know what you guys think about this game. Do you think it's good, or what's your opinion about it and some of these fucking jump scares? Yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. If you like my video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to watch more, subscribe.